It is a brisk night in the Midwest as we bring you football from Paul Brown Stadium in the Queen City, Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Baltimore Ravens. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. And with a play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel good.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 77 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. Burrow going for it on 4th. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry here for Kene Nwangu. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson flushed out right. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. Now Jackson on 1st down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. So that'll back him up 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Now it's Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Handoff here to Nwangu. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Kene Nwangu with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visiting Bengals who came away with a victory in that one, so they'll look to take the season series now here at home in Cincinnati.
Let's go. Out. Alert 3.
On second down, here's Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
This is caught. It's Boyd. And the Bengals are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Mixon is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Mixon again. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on third and goal from the 1. Mixon trying to punch it in. And this time he is in. Yes. Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also, it may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. On the give is Nwangu. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So first and 10 now from the 30. They go play action with Jackson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown with his second touchdown here in this first half as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots, and here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
It's brought in by Harris. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Burrow on play action.
This goes out wide for Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
To the air again, Burrow. He'll get this out to his running back, Pirine. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 18. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He's going to let this one go deep. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And, Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and he is going to lose yardage here.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd down, Jackson
Drops this off with Nwangu.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 34. Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again.
Picked off by Fabian Moreau.
Well, Charles, you know, it's so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
He's going to look deep down the field. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Edwards. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Dancing to his left.
That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Throwing is Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Check. Lucky.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Nwangu. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 35. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now a throw here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. On 3rd down, Burrow. He's going to sling this deep downfield. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. 1st down. Here's Burrow. Looking for White on the deep ball.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Hey, check. 3 down.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Flush to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Buying time to his left. And this is taken in at the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. From the gun, Jackson. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Three down, three down. Switch. Tight dog. 12. Check.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Now Burrow on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for Cincinnati. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase
with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Oh, and the Bengals look like they got it back. They did. Bengal football. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Switch. 11 empty. Shot.
Burrow will throw. Looking for White on the deep ball. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Brown has the 1st down and much more. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Logan Wilson.
He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
So still 14 yards to go. 2nd down.
Quad. Watch 80. Watch 80. He'll go. Jump balls. Hey. 24 is the mic. I got you, son. I got you.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson.
He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield.
And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Here comes the me, it's me. Mike 4. You gonna see me?
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
He'll get this to Nwangu.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Hey. Motion. Thumbs up there. Hey, middle. Mike 4. Watch the screen.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Forced out to his left.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes it can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Here we go. 180. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Looking for White on the deep ball. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
We got 3 down. Safe. Middle. Hey, report.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's going deep for Brown.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Obi Melifonwu.
And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Watch the screen. 11. Mike 41.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. A final shot now for Burrow. And it's incomplete. Was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome, and this one's over. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the 2-point play, even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.
So for Baltimore, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.